today. As soon as it was confirmed to happen, Team Spirit versus Astralis, we got all on the edge of our seats. And this time it's Device to take on Donk. No one has been able to take down the Wonder Kid. We've seen his past teammates try and do it, but no one can stop him. And Team Spirit head into the 1-0 game. And they're going to be going down the stairway here. Donk and Magic's taking stair control. 3 players starting towards B, 2 towards the A-bomb site, and Shiro's taking a swing with the dual Berettas.
Astralis is pretty ready for this, though. They got 2 people watching the flank. For how long is the question? How far do Magic's... God, that one's going to screw with my brain the whole time.
We commentated them play against each other, and that was rough.
It's just stuck in months later. Nate is out from Zontix. Dualies from Shiro get taken down. Astralis making this work. They've gone away from Donk, and now they have access to the A-bomb site.
Yeah, cutting through. Astralis looking good to kick things off. 3 versus 5. Team Spirit held out. Grenades bombarding it towards headshot. But no one going to be going down yet. A retake attempt with a lack of kit, lack of utility here is very tough to see the world in which Team Spirit even get close. So Astralis...
unlikely.
Yeah, very unlikely. Almost. And Stout, piece out from default. Chopper's down. Donk has to get one, of course. He will fall. The only player to get a kill in this round for Spirit is Donk. And Astralis will win the pistol. Which is more than the side events did earlier today.
I saw where you were going with that one. Yeah, nice pistol round altogether. Pretty simple. Just good opening kills. Team Spirit get nothing to slow them down while that aggression is taking place at the B bomb site, and they get free access to the plant.
Yeah, their first round loss of the RMRs so far.
Living his life.
He's playing the video game.
It's 2-0. First gun round for Team Spirit. M4s are out. MP9 on Chopper. He's got a kit.
Shiro. A good kill on Stad. That opens things up with Team Spirit on the advantage. Stout making his way through middle, checking for a close boost. Nothing spotted that. Oh, is it going to be a mid-push here from Team Spirit? 2 players coming in. Donk and Magic's clearing it together, and Stout gets out of there just in time.
One of the most impressive things about that win against ENCE earlier, the 13-0, was that Magic's had 0 kills when they were like 11-0 up.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like the fact that you're winning a game that comprehensively and someone on your team has 0 kills,
I mean,
is mind-boggling.
Chopper was 16-1 at the end of it, 2.05 rating, and Donk still beat that out. And that's a life performance for Chopper. You don't really see the numbers go on his scoreboard all that often. Reaction from Astralis to being down in a 4v5 is to group up through ramp and try and take out Zontix. Doesn't often make mistakes, Zontix. Very reliable player. We got to see that over the last event.
They've given away the game now, Astralis. Counting footsteps, they heard at least 3 players. There's all 4 here from Astralis. Boost up as well, and that's 1 kill. Drops into the flames and gets out into safety.
Oh, big shot from Shiro. Zontix stepping up as well. Stout has to get a kill back, and he absolutely won't. Device pushed into a 1v5, and the first gun round for Team Spirit is passed with flying colors. Device is inside of the site smoke, but as soon as he reveals his position, there will be so many eyes turned upon him.
Yeah, but this is a chance to at least deal economic damage. The smoke will fade before the timer runs out. If he can get 2 kills...
Oh, there's 1. They didn't see the second player at the sandbags, and Zontix is able to turn and stop Device from doubling up. Shiro with the trademark pillow.
The desk talked emphatically about the recent success of Spirit, and it feels at the moment like this team is just really hitting its stride. Like, they found some momentum. They obviously have Donk, who's an insane member. I think the only bad thing that's coming out of the Donk mania is the fact that it's overshadowing, as you mentioned, how good Zontix is playing, how good Chopper is playing and calling, how good Shiro is playing. He overshadowed some fantastic events from Shiro and Zontix at Katowice as well.
But it's almost welcome. Oh, God, that's not the nade you're looking for.
Nope.
Not at all. Chopper's down to 28 health.
Mistakes.
Yeah, only with the nades. And Zontix is down to 30 health. Device on the scout. Astralis have 3 rifles here. 2 AK-47s on Yabi and Blame F. Galil for Stare, and everybody else on a weaker weapon.
They've done fantastic in the early stage, the first 20 seconds or so of this round. And look at the damage that's dealt. Chopper and Zontix down very, very low. Softened up for the late round execution. So Astralis going to be happy when they turn the corner and there's some easy kills to clean up. Stare up Xbox. No boost coming in for Team Spirit. 4 players here, though.
Yeah, they've got the read. They're ready. Yabi's coming in, though. Double entry from Yabi. Zontix trades out. Shiro's grenade blasts away Stare. The numbers once again evened out from those engagements. Blamef holding down, but only one. Can't get the second on the committed spray. So once again, it's Device in the clutch, but this one is winnable. This one is doable, and Device separates them, but Shiro hops up on top and closes in the 1v1.
Great teamwork from Shiro and Zontix. That's a wide swing from Zontix, and Device has to swing so far to get back to Shiro and just not enough time. A brilliant double peek, but that's the advantage of having that early rotation, having that stacked defense. Entry kills, 2 of them go the way of Yabby. You've got plenty of players to respond immediately in kind, and Astralis won't expect 2 more defenders, maybe 1 more, but that 4th player is everything.
And now they've got no money, so they're down to an eco, and Team Spirit are about to take the lead. Early results from Astralis looked good. You know, you went first 2 rounds, and as soon as the guns came out, Team Spirit, despite them being close, are still pulling ahead. I mean, Astralis would have had a lot of serious talks. At least they've had weeks to prepare for the RMR, going out last in Katowice. You have a lot of time. You fly home immediately. You get into the Astralis Nexus or headquarters, you immediately start talking about preparing for this event.
Yeah, it's all about what went wrong at the play-in. What do we need to highlight and fix? What's our priority list?
Would have been a long list.
Not a whole lot to work with for Astralis in this round, just the Deagle. They're hoping and praying that Deagle can just find a long-range 1D and set them up for something.
Oh.
But the spam coming through the scaffolding from Zontix is doing a lot of damage.
And he's got that lineup. And it's working very well for him. He's staying committed, scared to reload, doesn't want to be overrun. And grenade, ooh, perfect. Look at that. So much damage, softening up this attack for Astralis' Glocks, making it even more unlikely that they are able to do anything with it. Nice shot from Stairs. Deagle's second is even better, and somehow they've got a pathway to charge into A, but look who it is. It's Donk. He cleans it up, stops those pistols from getting 1 step further, and Team Spirit now in the lead.
Yeah, great rotation from Donk and maintaining aggression, just swinging down the ramp and never letting him feel comfortable and set up for the next stage of that attack. 3-2.
Kind of coach that this team need is someone that's a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and he's the one that focuses on the results and the outside factors. And he was saying multiple times about they are going to improve. There are things to improve, to get better at. And that's scary.
Sure. Always things you can add in, always things you can improve upon. We'll see how high Spirit can take it. It's a great mentality headed into the major as well. Winning Katowice is not job done. It's a fantastic thing to have. It's one of the greatest trophies in Counter-Strike. But that major right around the corner.
Donk towards B. Astralis is going to be very aware of that fact. Someone that you're going to prepare hard for. And Donk is just checking for that boost up onto the wood. Magic's with him.
Yabby's looking for a duel. They want it. They're itching for a fight here. Now they're going to be committed. Oh, good find. Opening on a Donk. Good trade from Device. B bomb site wide open. Reinforcements a long ways away. So smokes come out. Lurk activates a little bit deeper.
Very effective from Yabby on that entry. His job is done. He's cancelled out immediately. Now down in mid. He has to step up, but he won't. Zontix sees it out.
Too early.
And that bomb plant is coming in for Astralis. So into the post plant we go. Donk is dead. Magic's down early. There has to be the rest to try and recover this one. Device is so low. So he'll just play towards the stairway. Stair and Blamef committed into the bomb site. Good damage done towards the back of that double stack. Stair steps up. Zontix goes down. Chopper will follow. And Astralis in the post plant, despite the even numbers, come out without a fight.
Fantastic round from Astralis, and that's nothing special. It's just setting up a fight at the B bomb site, looking for it the whole time, being prepared, and they catch Donk. He was looking, as you mentioned, for the jump up over the boards, but Yabby comes in and spoils his day. Good opening provided. And shut down in the post plant.
That might be the first glimpse of it, but we head into round 10. Astralis had a timeout. They've come into this with rifles across the board. We didn't really see Device do much when the AWP came out. So maybe just sticking with the 5 rifles is the better call here for Astralis. Obviously forced to it with limited money this time. Stair gets up short. Stair gets up short completely, but Zontix stops him from taking a step further.
Yeah, good timing on the nade as well. I think it distracted and slowed Stair down at the explosion. Even a follow-up dink on a Device is no fun. So Device is going to chuck out some utility, try and keep information that Spirit can gather at a minimum. and move across the map back towards the B bomb site. Magix is waiting as the anchor this time.
Yeah, Boris on B. Tosses out utility onto the stairway to stop Astralis feeling comfortable. But he's drained his belt. He just has a smoke left. And he changes his position to play a little bit more passively. Yeah, but he can't make much of the boost. He'll drop down. Re-attempting another boost here, Astralis. They don't see much inside of that B bomb site.
Boosting the Galil as well.
Donk plays construction, now being called back by Magix, flashes up. Magix lands that headshot, now Donk is pulled down to generators. Astralis stay committed towards the B bomb site. Utility falls on the left side of the generator from Donk and Shiro's POV, and that second filters in. Does Donk want to get aggressive? He does, and oh, he lands one before being traded out by BlameF. Astralis down a player, 20 seconds left. Device leaps towards the site, bomb plant trying to come in, defended by BlameF. Zontix had a chance to deny it all, but BlameF is in the clutch now. He's got 9 health, no utility, and they know he can't have gone far. So they've got eyes on this. Smoke onto that defuse. The tap will force BlameF to start to spam. Team Spirit aren't committing to the defuse just yet, and BlameF needs to be careful he doesn't fall off the map. Team Spirit sticking it now around that corner, and BlameF can't get there. Can't get the angle, and so has to stomach a round loss.
Yeah, admirable attempt, and not bad from Astralis to at least get in and get the plan with some kills, keeping the money a little bit limited. But BlameF never had a real chance in that 1v2. Had to play it very, very safe with a low HP. So much time on the clock. And just that, I mean, all of these different thrusts into the B bomb site by Astralis, they just kind of get whittled down. Team Spirit grab one, second thrust comes, they grab another one, third comes, another player from Astralis is taken down. So hard to break in clean.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of money here, Astralis, so timeout taken, second of this half. And they're just going to be trying to figure out what they can put together at this moment.
Yeah, around this AK-47 of BlameF, they want to have a little bit of utility in case that rifle can open up an opportunity. Round 11.
Good game plan initially from Astralis. Putting utility all over that B bomb side, making Donk uncomfortable. But it really did come down to that one round where he improvises that has kind of thrown the money into disarray for Astralis, and they haven't been able to stick to that game plan.
Yeah, it's been I mean, that round, this half could be obviously completely different. A brilliant round from Donk. Shiro's going to have the op now. This is the fast swing. Drops a nade to make sure they can't chase him. But they call it off before the explosion does damage.
Yeah, but it's good for Astralis not to have lost a player in that first fight and also force the op further back in mid. Oh, a piece of information starved away from Team Spirit. Astralis now set their sights on the A ramp instead. Zontix has been very good here. Generally dishing out a lot of damage through the wallbang spam and not often getting caught. So Astralis have skirmished middle, they've skirmished top ramp. Waterfall smoke dropped for Team Spirit, and Astralis still with a minute left. They're sending that bomb back to B. Setup here, Shiro with the AWP over on that B bomb site. He's got Donk with him.
Ooh, footsteps made. Stairs gonna pick it up. One's over at Sandbags though, Chopper. Should be an easy kill whenever he decides to peek, but I think he's waiting in case there's more.
And here's the running away. That's the sign for Chopper to peek. And now it's information for Spirit to ready themselves on the B bomb site. A second missed shot in this round from Shiro. And now he's overrun. Now he's overwhelmed. And Donk only gets one from the utility. That grenade is so perfectly placed, but Device took a step forward and dodged it. He would have died instantly.
Bomb's not down. Bob needs to get planted. Just jumping into the site to get it done. BlameF grabs one more, and here comes the retake.
Yeah, Magic's close by. Sees one out towards Tetris. Realizes he hasn't got that kill, so waits on Chopper to come in on this retake. This is quite the pairing when put together, and that's exactly what they can do. Chopper and Magix retake the bomb site in a 2 versus 3 against Astralis, and Team Spirit will have 6 rounds as they take a small lead.
You can see the adaptation that Spirit have made because of all this pressure at the B bomb site early on when they were sending Yabby forward looking for fights against Donk. Spirit have kind of shifted this to be more passive. They've had an AWP holding the angle, a Generator a couple of times. They're playing a little bit deeper from Generator, from the jump up, from Guardian. And it's giving the avenue to Astralis to at least get into the bomb site on rounds like that, where they have mostly Tech 9s and they have AK-47s, especially considering the missed shot from Shiro. But Team Spirit's just saying, let's just not lose players before we have a chance at retaking. Let's play it passively, pick 1 or 2 off, and trust ourselves to retake the bomb site.
Oh, quicker again. Device looking to bring down Donk. Doesn't overextend around the corner. Device is going to have to deal with utility being thrown above his head. And Donk, despite hearing the AWP, is still confident to stick around in a more advanced position, but punished for that. There's a humbling experience. Device brings him out of the round. Now Magics must step up. Throws a smoke down for extra cover, and Astralis pull out after that first kill.
Yeah, without Yabby, they don't want to progress forward. He was in a great position to get a jump on it and didn't expect Magics to take the swing after the fact when he drops into the fire. And now they have a decision to make. Do they kind of wait and stall this round out and just head back to the B-bomb site, or do they want to investigate this ramp? I think they feel like they have to put a little bit pressure elsewhere so that Spirit doesn't get a read, but it could be costly.
Zontix hasn't showed that he's still close. Chopper, first fight's gonna come his way, goes out, it's 1 on Blame. Swing from Zontix, nets nothing. So Magics and Shiro must try and pull this round off in a 2v3. Last round of the first half. Shiro, this time, will not miss. Puts it right through the chest of Stair, pulled back by the rifle, and Shiro will shut down Astralis to give a 7th round at the half.
Again, because of that aggressive defense, even though the kills don't go in the favor of Team Spirit, it's enough of a warning, enough of time to get 2 more players into the bomb site. I think Astralis expected the next battle to come towards Elevator, towards Heaven, towards headshot angle. They did not expect it to be right at the ramp, right at scaffolding in that fashion. Still, I mean, I think a good first half for Astralis, all things considered. The game plan was there, the opportunities were there. I think they did a good job limiting Donk when they attacked into his position as well.
The start was perfect. They found all of the win conditions to get a good start. Pistol and the conversion.
Just such is the power of Spirit at the moment, playing so well as a team. Solid retakes of the B bomb site when it's needed, and they found a way to stabilize the half and make sure it doesn't spiral out of control.
I think this is a perfect half to display that it's not all about Donk. Despite him dominating the headlines, Team Spirit really are a unit. Everybody does their job very effectively, and you would say 2 of the weakest performers when it comes to just sheer fragging ability of Donk and Magics. They were able to pull off such a well-put-together retake.
Well, I'm really curious to see how this round plays out for Team Spirit and for Donk specifically, just because, you remember, like, one of the most fascinating things is he's kind of doing this as a guy who likes to take, entry fragging positions and roles and taking, initial contacts at times. Vertigo's a map, it can be hard sometimes to find clean fights on that with all the utility that's going to be down. So I'm interested to see the way he works a ramp and just the way to see how he works, B stairs if he heads in that direction.
Well, Flash is ready for Device to unleash Stair and Blame F. Flash goes out. Here's the swing into the jewel. It's Zontix that falls first, and Stair is sticking around. He's going for more, and a second lands onto the head of Donk this time. Astralis are looking beastly in the pistols, in particular Stair, and Shiro must step up. 2 headshots in the P250. Now Astralis stick together, looking to engage him in disadvantageous positions for Shiro, and Yabby puts one right between the eye.
What a disgusting round from Stair. Those are not easy fights to win with the USB against the Glocks, and that is so beautifully done.
And it would be a little easier if you had the distraction of Blame F, but Blame F wasn't exactly peeking from sandbags. They had the initial fight, and then Blame F stayed behind the sandbags to Stair to fight this on his own for a decent amount of time.
Yeah, Blame F is dropping the smoke. He had a decoy thrown at his position. That's a beautiful triple kill from Stair. Now 13-8. Leading the entire server is Stair.
So no bomb plant for Team Spirit. Usually so good on pistols. We've seen that earlier today. But not going to win a single pistol here on Vertigo. So they don't have a force buy either. Astralis once again given the perfect conditions to start off a good half. I like the Vertigo as the map that Astralis have got here. It feels like you force Team Spirit into sort of a tactical engagement.
Well, yeah, and it's like, that's why I was so interested. Yeah, nicely done. That's why I'm so interested to see what this half is going to look like for Spirit and Donk, because just from like a philosophical perspective, forcing someone like Donk to take fights where you don't have a whole lot of space due to Molotovs, due to nades and flashbangs and smokes, it just could be interesting. And it's a map that Spirit haven't played a whole lot recently. One map recorded on HLTV in the last 3 months.
It's a great option for Astralis to find themselves dueling on. And everyone's looking very sharp on Astralis today.
What I like about it the most is they very much look like they're not afraid to take fights. They're not second-guessing anything. They're confident in their fights. You don't see them kind of overwhelmed by the idea of who they're going up against.
Well, it seems like Donk's performance and Vitality's drop out of Katowice has lit a fire under ZywOo. That was a game going on in the other stream.
Yeah,
ZywOo has had one hell of a day.
He's had one hell of a day indeed. 25-6 in a 13-3 victory over Heroic Revenge from Katowice in multiple ways.
Device blinded, held behind the sandbags. Was he spotted by Donk? I don't think so. Donk is dead regardless. Device peeks out on the second kill, and Team Spirit do not break through the initial wave of defense. And Device throws down the smoke for extra cover. He's got plenty of teammates around him too. And Team Spirit not getting any of these trades. None of these fights going their way, and they're receiving damage from utility. It's brutal.
And Yabby's got a solid push as well. He'll play this smart. Doesn't try and close the gap and go for kills on this flank, just keeping them locked in. And Device is in a safe position. There's no Molotovs for this. Plenty of safety and plenty of teammates around him. With 42 seconds on the clock, I don't think Spirit have any real options. Back to the B bomb site, but Yabby's so pushed up, even if you get this kill clean, plenty of time for Astralis to rotate, so Spirit's just looking for the escape route to save the weapons.
The question you posed just last round was, you're interested to see how the T-side's going to go for Donk. You know, a player that likes to get in front of the attack. So far, the first gun round did not go very well. You know, he's first up the ramp, you go into a barrage of utility, a setup attacking you, and Donk doesn't create the space required.
A barrage of utility and plenty of angles that you have to be concerned about if you're that first guy coming up the ramp.
Astralis doing a good job today, making it uncomfortable for Donk in particular. And they now lead the way, 8-7. Not a lot of money for Team Spirit, not able to get the bomb down yet in this second half.
And when you think about like how this Swiss system works too, like if Astralis is able to...
Also been under. So this is what Team Spirit have to play with, Jason. Galils, AKs, Tech-9s, and a Deagle.
Sevens that were saved and pistols around it. This is the best buy they've had in 3 rounds.
The last team to hand out a defeat to Donk on Team Spirit was Movistar Koi back in the online qualifiers for the RMR. It's been just a purple patch here for Team Spirit, just getting through every team that has come up against them. Astralis could be the first team to do it on LAN, where it really matters. Well, KG right now for Team Spirit. Astralis not giving them any opportunities. They know they have to play a perfect game. And so far, it has been exactly that on the CT side. Team Spirit now coming up with 3 players at bottom B. Yabby will detect this early on.
There's the foot showing. Yabby falls off. I don't think he intended it, but he'll be okay with it. He's done damage, he's got information, and he's got out safely.
So they go back to A. Team Spirit forced into this.
Only one player here. Everyone from Astralis hustled and rotated over.
They've got mollies for Stair 2. Utility shoot clear off the sandbar. Stair decides to peek instantly. Chopper down again. Stair still alive. Utility forcing him into the open now, and Shiro will be the player to connect the kill that brings him out of the round. 4v4, 20 seconds left. Grenades once again, ready to take out the planter. And Sontix, he fakes it. Even with limited time, he knows the utility's likely to drop upon his position. So he comes off the plant for just a moment, then goes back to it. Astralis have to play retake up against Spirit in the 4v4.
Spirit baited out all their utility at the B bomb site. I don't think Astralis has anything to actually go for this with any real strength. One smoke, that's it. That's all they've got.
Do they stay committed here, Astralis? They go past the AWP. It rings out. They know that Shiro is taking position at sandbags. Smoke is deployed towards the bomb. It's Donk on a double magic stepping up, and Shiro will close. Team Spirit finally break through and get a T round win.
Yeah, well, those are the cleanest fights Donk's got in like 4 or 5 rounds, and you can see what he does with it when he has the opportunity. Beautiful double kill, but you got to say, well done from Team Spirit to show the B hit, to fall back, and Astralis way, way over-rotated. 4 players to the B bomb site. It's how they've been playing this half, and it's worked so far. But they had nothing left for the retaker to slow down this A hit.
Standard ramp utility being put out by Astralis. Shiro attempts to crack open any player that would decide to peek off the crane, but Astralis are passive on ramp. It's the big setup here that could be devastating if Spirit were around the corner. The Tower of Terror has now been dismantled as Stown runs over to the elevator at the wrong time. Magix is going to hear these steps. He's going to hear that defense making some changes, and they have found the perfect timing.
I'm surprised so much noise was made by Astralis. Oh, Yabby's got a job and a half.
Oh, Shadow betrays him. Magix sends him to the Shadow Realm. Donked over the top of construction, gets a mouthful of device. And now a 4v4, a minute left to try and pause here. Zontic's making a play into B. Device is so low, and he's got to worry about CT and the site in front of him. It's a good shot on Zontix. He knows Chopper's surely inside of the site, and Stown's come over to try and help his AWPer out. But Device is on an island, and he's about to be stranded, but Device is handling pressure. And Shiro now in a 1v4 runs in with a Glock, blinded on a step forward. And Astralis answer back immediately.
New generation meet old generation. That is a disgusting sequence from Device with low HP. Snaps over to Donk on the flank. He had no business winning that. But the low health and grabbing two more is something special that few players can provide. And Device does it here beautifully.
And that's after an absolute disaster of giving up mid-control. Spirit finding the perfect timing to get through.
That's a little bit of a mistake from the Astralis defense, though, running off that stack. One to Elevator, one to Guardian, and that's all the information Spirit wanted.
They're coming towards B with numbers again. Stown is standing in the position that Yabby held in the previous round. But the difference is, Yabby's down below. This is a setup designed to deal with the threat of three players, but they can't get a single kill. Zontix and Donk eradicate the first wave of defense. And now the push is in. Donk burning, 3 health. And he's still fighting, he's still confident. Little maniac, he goes forward, still going for it. His teammate Chopper is the one that brings him down.
Fair play.
Sorry, didn't expect you to keep running, Donk.
Yeah, I should know that by now. I'm surprised Astralis hadn't really tested that setup. Maybe that was just a calculated risk, thinking nobody would go that wide on it. But the fact that Yabby could be seen before Stown can see anyone really kind of ruins any power of that setup. And good read from Team Spirit to just keep your foot on the throttle after the fact.
That setup looks sick between Stown and Yabby.
You don't really use feet on throttles, do you? It's more foot on the pedal.
Foot on the pedal. Throttle, I suppose, works.
Sure.
He certainly slammed it down. I thought Stown and Yabby were at least confirmed at a minimum a kill if things went badly. But it went terribly. They didn't get anything.
Yeah, that's why I'm so surprised, is like it just went horribly. I mean, I guess they don't expect anyone to clear the angle quite like that.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
That's all I've got for that one. But however, that makes this
The year.
Oh, there should be a lot of excitement about this Astralis team. That's a very cool composition of players.
Especially with a lot of the Danes going out of the tournament already. You know, we won't see Zonic, we won't see Magisk or Snappy at the major in Copenhagen. Donk, oh, he's got good timing here. BlameF trying to run back. BlameF absolutely bulldozers his way through Donk.
Sure, we'll give him that one. We'll let him have it. Oh, man. That one stings. Opening kill for Astralis in a 5-on-4.
They run away. Team Spirit not staying committed in towards ramp. They're going back over to the B bomb site. Astralis peeking down ramp will gather info on that. And the bomb in possession of Magix. Rotations coming through. Yabby will transition a little closer into the site. He wants to get across to quad. Smoke fades. They spot him go in that. Now he's under so much pressure, especially because Device is dead. That was his support network. And Zontix just takes both of the B defenders out. Chopper follows up. And Astralis, even though they had the early warning system, even though they had the rotations ready, it doesn't matter.
That's a really tough sequence of events. Yabby getting barely spotted as he transitions into quad, and then I don't think, I mean, obviously inside the smoke, 2 Spirit players were way more progressed than Device expected. They lose Donk early and convert a 4v5. And they had all the information, Astralis. Stair had cleared the entire A ramp. They knew it was going to fall back and be a B hit, and just could not get set up in time. And Spirit's finding ways now to overcome this whole concept of like utility in their face when they're trying to take fights. They're doing a really good job of like slowing things down, waiting for some of the utility to get spent, backing away from the initial contact, going elsewhere after Astralis has used some counter nades.
Yeah, they're adapting, and Donk, yeah, that's a frustrating one. Finally, he has to experience what it's like to be on the receiving end, and his teammates step up in his stead. Zontix, just another massive round.
In Katowice, is Spirit challenged? You know, they ran over so much of their opposition. This is a map they've had to come back in. And it all started, I think the last round Astralis won is that triple kill from Device with like 15 HP. After that, yeah. Spirit was just like, nah, we're done. No more. And it's been openings from Zontix. It's been strategic calls from Chopper. It hasn't just been the Donk show. And quietly gonna move up and progress and pounce at the base of the ramp, not giving away the game, not letting any utility that might be present for Astralis be placed perfectly.
Yeah, the hero rifle is stared. It's got its first kill. Oh, but he's blasted out again. Great grenades from Team Spirit in back-to-back rounds. Few of their own here, Astralis. They send him towards default. Shiro plants the bomb at 100 health and was only one grenade, so not like it was going to deny the plant. Team Spirit will not be denied. They head up to 12. Second grenade is available. Hand of Blame F. Probably would have been better used earlier in the round. Now, not all that impactful. Maybe it will stop Shiro from getting away alive. The bomb goes off, but the kill stepped up for Zontix. They don't read him being in that cubby. And the swing out for Magix, he will fall. Molotov to confirm the round here for Chopper. Don't let them defuse, and they'll line them up. 12-11. Team Spirit, despite being behind for most of this game, they have come through and are now ahead.
And Astralis has one chance. They had such a game plan early, such a great game plan early on, and really in both halves. And it's just in the later stages of the half that Spirit has adapted well enough to overcome it. We haven't seen that same level of adaptation from Astralis, and they've got one chance to put everything together throughout this half to take this into overtime.
Can they do it?
Light on nades as well.
Bonus rounds.
Light on nades and no kit.
They're fighting off the top of Crane. Zontix receives the brunt of the initial damage. And Spirit want nothing to do with this ramp fight. They found success at B a couple of times in this half, and they're going there again. They want to close this map out with a B play.
Yeah, Astralis hasn't ever been able to shift a third player over really to that B bomb site to help out a whole lot. Stown should be calling for help. He does have a smoke to
this is quick.
Extinguish any Molotovs.
This is a heavy execute. And Stown is feeling the pressure come down upon him. Yabi's rotated over. Stown yet to take a fight, yet to be detected. And Spirit are held behind the smoke grenade. They've thrown everything they had in this round. Spirit have to stay committed to the B bomb site. There's a couple of flashes of left here in Shiro's hands, and they will send the second wave of the attack in. But now it's better for Astralis. They got a double stack at quad. Yabi trying to sell that there's only one player there. So Stown now becomes the secret player. They haven't discovered him yet. The secret weapon of Astralis, ready to pounce right onto two. Starrett brings down a couple. Stown eradicates them, and Shiro into the clutch. This could be a 1v3 to close it out right now. And it's Blame F left on the other side. Shiro's wondering where he's gone, but it's Blame F on construction. There's still time to stay composed here for Shiro. He'll tap in the middle of the bomb site. He'll go for the shot through the smoke. He knows exactly where Blame F has gone. And Shiro now realizes he has to switch out to the AK. He ran out of ammo in the AWP. He goes aggressive. He's taking the fight to Blame F. But is he going to read it? Blame F has stayed passive. He hasn't gone inside of the smoke. And now with limited time, Shiro has to stick it, has to go for it. And now he has to go for the